welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello, listeners. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris. Our Tomb of Annihilation campaign came to an abrupt end recently. Fortunately, we recorded some Candlekeep Mysteries adventures, run by DM Sarah, to be released over a period of months during which Kate and I would be adjusting to life with our daughter and a newborn. Since the end of Tomb of Annihilation lines up closely with the upcoming birth of mine and Kate's son, which we are super excited about, we will be releasing our Candlekeep Mysteries episode starting now. We recorded the Candlekeep Mysteries adventures Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor and Book of the Raven from March 2022 through August 2022. As I record this, DM Sarah will be running another Candlekeep adventure, which I'll release after the first two adventures. After Candlekeep, we have a variety of content that we can release, including a homebrew game that I have ready to go. DM Greg has talked about running something, and we also have a couple other special episodes that we could release. We'll have to wait and see how that all plays out. Until then, please enjoy DM Sarah running Candlekeep Mysteries. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast. This is a very special session where Sarah is going to be doing Candlekeep Mysteries, and we also have our friend Brian joining us. And I will turn it over to Sarah for Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yay! And thank you, Chris. And welcome, players, to your first adventure of the Candlekeep Mysteries. This book, as many listeners probably already know, is actually a collection of smaller adventures. It's meant to be one-offs and or add-on adventures for DMs to use. It's also a collection written by multiple writers, so there are varied styles throughout, and a little something for everyone's included. I decided to take my own spin on things, and we'll sort of be weaving the party through it's an already established, quote-unquote, party of adventurers through multiple stories that are encased in the keep. As the book says, you should be using it at your own discretion, and we're legit gonna roll with it. So, with that, I would like our players to introduce their characters and give a very brief description of what they look like and their basic backgrounds. So we'll start going around the table with Mr. Greg.
Brief Greg.
You don't need to give the full history.
All right.
Greg is very good at making a very detailed and rich
storyteller.
history.
Well, I am playing Finn Bellwether. And Finn, for those who've listened to some of our other podcasts...
Okay, Kate.
Chris,
is actually the brother of Kai.
Okay.
So he turned into an adventurer because Kai was unfortunately never found again. So, so there's lots of vengeances.
So does that mean someday we're going to go on the search for Kai?
That'd be cool.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yes. So he is...
Oh my gosh.
He's a monk. Okay. And he is a little special because he has wings sometimes.
Cool.
So he's kind of dragony. He has red hair, and I was trying to figure out if I was going to play him with an Irish brogue or not, but I probably will not because I do not want to offend the Irish listeners out there. So I will try to do diligencies and come up with a voice that will sound good.
What race are you, Greg?
I am playing an Eldrin, which is a elf variant.
Awesome.
Very cool.
All right, so
Miss Kate?
I have Syndra Beldane, who some of the listeners may have encountered if they listen to the Volo's Wake episodes. So she's back a couple levels higher for this. So Syndra is a variant human evocation wizard. Brief history, she tried going to a very elite elf school for magic training that she was able to get into, but due to her somewhat wild and impulsive nature, she wasn't a good fit there. She ended up becoming an adventurer instead. She traveled for a while with a bard companion named Britannia. They were searching for a very special and important artifact, and unfortunately at one point Britannia disappeared. So since then, Syndra has been searching for her friend, fell in with a new group of adventurers, and she's just continuing to try to search for the artifact, search for Britannia, and see what other mysteries they can unfold for her. It's all about the quest for knowledge. Everything is an interesting and new adventure to be found.
Very cool. Mr. Brian, sir, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back at the table.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, so Nilrock is a Goliath bard, raised as a warrior. Has her way with the ladies. Never really liked being the warrior. And once he found this certain someone, he decided to start singing and playing the bagpipes, and his parents didn't like that, so they sent him away to find himself. And
no one ever wants you to become a rock and roll star today.
And now he is on the search for, well, I don't know if he's on the search for anything anymore, because he knows what he wants to be. But
Searching for himself.
Yeah, I guess he's searching for acceptance.
Nilrock?
Namaste.
Nilrock.
Nilrock.
Nilrock, or Nilrock, as most people.
Nilrock.
Not Nilrock.
I would say his full name, but I don't want to stumble over my words.
It's very long.
Sure,
I was
sure,
having
that's
trouble
fine.
fitting it into the Twitter today.
Just do
I was
Nilrock.
like, hashtag Nilrock, blah, 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 blah.
I did the name based on the description of Goliaths.
Okay.
Just like run it off the border
So
of the graphic.
it's his name plus what he does plus his clan name.
I will also
The
add.
hashtag from today's tweet includes his entire name, but it will get shortened, or I will run out of characters.
Well, he appreciates that.
And there should not be any talk of any blue dongs coming out.
No, that was your character.
Yes, that was mine.
But what if he
you'll
pees
notice
on
his
his
skin is
hose?
gray.
Yes.
So it's gray dongs.
I don't typically... Oh, never mind. Moving on.
Nice.
For these adventures, I am playing a fairy arcane trickster rogue named Whiff.
We're so excited for this, John. You have no idea.
I'm pretty excited.
John likes to
By
play, he likes to
excited,
play
we mean
riddles.
we're not quite sure. Go on.
I decided to keep it very stereotypical here. Whiff is a prankster, as you would expect. And basically, he left the Feywild out of boredom and just kind of ended up latching on to this group of adventurers and just hasn't left yet.
They seemed fun.
They seem fun. They get into a lot of trouble, which he helps with.
Sounds like the perfect platform for Johnning.
It really does. It really does. This is really going to be a time for John to shine.
I think so.
And last but certainly not least, finally our DM gets to be our player.
What up, playa?
Yes.
What's
So
going on?
I am playing Rage the Barbarian. I am a gnome barbarian, and Rage was always the smallest, even among other gnomes. So in order to try to prove how awesome and powerful he is, he uses a two-handed hammer, which is a maul. Because it's a heavy weapon, he attacks with disadvantage. So he has to rage, or he has to use reckless attack in order to just have a regular attack roll. And he kind of drags the hammer around because it's just kind of too big for him.
So he's overcompensating.
Kind of, yeah.
Sounds like a typical guy.
So yeah, that's Rage the Barbarian.
Awesome. Rage on. Ragester. I just realized I didn't get a pencil.
Pencil. Okay, you have a mechanical pencil? There you go.
Awesome. Well, that sounds very exciting. So, welcome, adventurers. Shall we?
Shall
Shall we discuss our our situation?
Yeah.
Yes, hurry up before something bad happens.
I know, we've been trying to start this game for 3 months.
Yeah. Things keep getting in the way.
So, our party of adventurers is feeling weary from their long travels. Even their most recent rest in Baldur's Gate did little to shake the difficult pass across the thief-stricken roads from Neverwinter. It was there that they met one of the most famous parties in the lands of the Sword Coast. Sindra could barely contain her fangirling as she laid eyes upon him. Wilhelm, the most famous warlock of time.
Yay!
His travel companion, Reyna. Lucky girl. By his side, Darius and Sapphire lost in discussion of what seemed to be their latest hustle. And that great hero of Neverwinter himself, Caspier de Coste. The party was all too pleased to learn that their reputation did precede them, and they soon found themselves invited to dine in the home of the de Coste family. Trading stories and breaking bread, it was then that Wilhelm had divulged the rumors of the great secrets and mysteries rumored to be contained within the fortress of Candlekeep.
Fascinating!
It was then that they had decided to set out on this quest to see what these murmurings were all about. Upon their outset, Wilhelm had given Sindra one more important piece of information. Entrance into the keep did not come without a steep cost, and it wasn't a cost of strength or gold. It was, of course, a cost of knowledge, one Sindra could definitely appreciate. She looked around at the sad eyes of her party, knowing that the parcel she held in her pack had drained most of their treasures, and hoped that a gain they found within this library of libraries held up to their sacrifice. So, Sindra, you collected a sum of 10,000 gold from the party to purchase 2 extremely rare books. One is a tome entitled The Revelations of the Prince of Twilight, which is rumored to teach the reader to tap into hidden powers of their shadow. And the other is a journal of an adventurer named Ermon, which describes the history of the lost mines of Fendelver and the Forge of Spells.
Nice.
Party, you're about 5 minutes from the main gate of the keep. You may discuss your present state at will, and you may ask any questions you would like, but this right here, I will pass 2 of these out, because 2 printed, is the vision you are coming upon as you approach Candlekeep.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Neato. So if the listeners didn't pick up on that, that was a previous party that we played. That Sarah just awesomely included in this adventure. Thank you, Sarah. That was really cool. That was really awesome. Yeah, totally awesome.
Why wasn't I in there?
You were the DM.
Oh, yeah.
Repeat
Yeah, John was DMing that one.
hostess to reappear.
Raping would be awesome.
Yes, we were busy kicking your
Because we
butt.
trapped you back in Barovia, remember?
Yeah. He deserved that. He was a jerk.
Darius the non-killable.
Yeah, John did Curse of Strahd because I asked him to, and it was really nice of him. And then he did another campaign with the same characters, getting up to high level. So that was awesome. Okay, so we're approaching this awesome site of Candlekeep. Yay! Yeah. Cool.
Well, I hope I hope this place is a little bit more entertaining than that last band of bandits that we came across. They were entirely no fun at all.
With total sincerity, Sindra goes, why wouldn't millions of books be the most entertaining thing ever?
I wonder if my brother would have seen this site when his travels.
Perhaps.
How did you say we're supposed to get in?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was clear on that, too.
The parcels that you purchased are,
The books?
So basically,
to your understanding, part of how you're getting in.
donations
Oh, okay.
of books are basically supposed
Gotcha,
to gain
gotcha.
admission. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. I just want to make sure I was clear on that understanding. Cool.
Let's get up there and smash some books. Yeah.
That is not the mission, my little friend.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
They might burn well, though.
Yeah, are you supposed to like read them or something?
Let's not let them anywhere near the books.
I mean, I like fire, but not near the books.
Oh.
And to think I hang around with these guys, I don't know.
I guess, shall we go up to the door? Is there anything else we need to do?
Oh, there's nothing around here.
Is there
Let's
like
go.
anything like a village district around it, or is it
Not
just
before you get to the
keep?
gate.
Okay.
Is there anything that you guys want to discuss before you get to the gate?
I don't think so.
Don't.
I'm bored. Let's go.
We're here to go to the library.
Sandra, what
Should I
know
play
of
my
this
bagpipes to announce our
I'm going to make sure
announce our
I
arrival?
burn my first level spell slot for daily mage armor, but other than that, hang on. Doot.
Rage is just fine. He's just waiting for some adventure, for some excitement.
Sandra, don't you know something about this place?
I just know what Mr. Wilhelm told me, which is that hopefully the things we invested in will gain us admission.
So what Wilhelm advised you of that the required entrance fee for admission into Candlekeep is a work of writing not already collected therein, which is why you bought 2 books.
Okay.
Because you wanted to be assured that you would have something that they didn't already have.
Have a lot of
Okay.
fun.
So you have a backup copy.
Okay, so then in addition to that, what has motivated us to want to go to Candlekeep besides the fact that Syndra loves books?
That he told you that there were things within that
Great mysteries.
great mysteries.
Okay.
Things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to have access
Okay.
to. So
Yeah.
it's
Syndra's
all
bring
about you.
Maybe the artifact that she's
Well, I mean, we're an adventuring party. We're looking for
adventuring
adventure.
party. So he-
yeah.
he
You
implied
figure
that
maybe
there's-
yeah.
There's books that could lead you to artifacts and treasures
Yeah.
and
Things
all
to-
sorts of things.
Treasure maps,
Yep.
sure.
people to prank, money
No.
to be made, you know,
People to
whatever, whatever your motivation is.
Well, those are always easy to find.
Wilhelm being who Wilhelm is and the party that they are, you guys trust emphatically that they would know where to go to find things.
Awesome.
Okay,
I mean, they did kill Strahd.
that's
true.
true.
Maybe we should have brought them along.
We seem to have handled
Take
ourselves
all the fun.
away okay so far.
I don't know. This looks really amazing to me. I'm just...
Well, then let's go.
So,
getting bored
as
here.
you approach the main gate, this is the map of the keep,
Oh,
Nice.
which is huge. It's a whole city in itself. The enormous double gates of the Candlekeep are 3 times the height of a human and wrought of black metal magically warded to foil attempts of damage to them. Both doors are emblazoned with the sigil of Candlekeep. One of the 2 gates stands open far enough to admit visitors during the day only, and the other is kept shut. As you enter into that gate, you see 5 avowed priests of Danir, the god of writing, naturally.
I knew that actually.
Thank you, Mr. DM.
I played a priest of Danir once.
They're overseeing the front gates, and they are there to investigate what you have brought. So at this point, you need to decide which of the 2 tomes you would like to present.
We need to give something to
Keep in
Danir so
mind
that, we can
that-
go Dafar.
The first one, they could say we already have this. Oh my goodness, John. They could say we already have this and give it back. If they say they don't have this and accept it as your admittance, they're going to keep it. So if you have one specifically that you want to keep out of those 2, I would suggest you don't give it away right away.
Okay.
Rach has no input on this at all.
I think she would probably personally think that the Journal of Erman was much more interesting than the Prince of Twilight because the Power of Shadow would sound a little dark to her sentiments. So yeah, she's going to try to present. Walks up to the priest and opens her satchel and takes out the Revelations book and says, I hope that this will gain us admission if you do not already have it in your library.
Whiff is already scoping out the place, by the way, looking for any gold reliquaries or anything.
The other 4 priests very quickly wrangle you back in.
Okay. Aw.
There's also magical wards to keep you from getting past them.
Oh, that's just more challenge.
There's no way to magically thwart them. It's
You're no
very well endowed.
So these priests are very well endowed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Priests and priestesses. Yes.
Sounds like anime.
Yes. Anime priestesses.
Do they have booby armor?
Yes, they have booby armor.
Nice, booby armor. Yeah.
So, a rather handsome priest walks up. Yes, young lady. Let me see this tome that you do have here. What is this? What is this? What is this? You see him adjust his little glasses on the tip of his rather rugged nose. Revelations of the Prince of Twilight. Very interesting. Darker than what we normally keep around here. Although we do have a rather astute collection on the dark arts in the lower parts of the library. I do have to check on a few things. And you see him snap his fingers, and a younger boy runs forward and grabs the tome, and you see him run off in the distance and with it for a few moments, and everybody kind of stands around a little uncomfortably. 5 to 10 minutes until you see this boy come scrambling back.
During that time, I check his pockets. Is he carrying anything interesting?
You can't check his pockets.
Oh, can't.
I feel like you're being railroaded, Jimmy.
Yes, he is. The boy comes scrambling back as fast as he can, and he hands the book back to the priest and he whispers something in his ear. The priest goes, "Okay, yes, this has been accepted by the keep. You may have entrance for the day,
Yay.
Yay.
or until you see fit to leave upon your journeys again. But you will need a guide, as we do not want you getting lost.
That would be appreciated.
Babysitter.
Thank you.
So
I don't need a babysitter.
let me see who is available to guide you today."
Thanks, Bob.
This is an amazing place.
Isn't it?
So he takes a look around, and he calls forward a 15-year-old guy, a little tiefling.
Cool.
He seems very straight-laced. His name is Irony. You get the idea that although he's a tiefling, he looks like he's kind of a rule follower. Maybe he spent too long in a library.
I get it.
Which is irony in and of itself.
So, Irony takes you forward, and he says, "Okay, I'm going to be your guide, and I'm going to tell you about the rules. The rules are very important. The rules are the rules, and the rules keep everything good, and the rules keep everything straight."
Yeah, we got it. The rules.
Okay,
Yeah.
the rules. The
Yeah.
rules. So there's very strict rules in the keep. We have to make sure everything stays good and stays right. Okay. There's no fighting.
Oh,
There's
man.
no stealing. There's no copying. No damaging, marking, or otherwise modifying the works. The works are very important. The works must stay the way the works are.
No fighting, man.
No copy.
No fighting.
Yeesh.
What do you mean no copy?
Arguing must follow the rules of cordial debate and discussion. Violent altercations will not be tolerated. You will be made to leave the keep. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorely
Cinder
tempted
nods.
at this point, but I'm just going to let it go for now.
Cinder's kind of eyeballing
I
me.
feel you need to relax a little bit.
This was a random decision.
Yeah,
Just letting you know.
I figured that was
I think it's very funny that you got the rules stricken.
Whiff is sorely tempted to conjure up a pile of messed up books just to see what he's going to
Good way to get him off.
Johnning already.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But I'm going to let you
Okay.
go.
So
If this was Chris running it, I'd totally do it.
Irony sets off with his stick up his ass towards the Emerald Gates, which is the main gates that get you out of that main entryway that you see, that big open area.
Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color.
And into, thanks, John, and into the main section of the city. And he asks, do you want to see any of the other buildings, or do you just want to go straight to the library? The library is the most important part, you know. The library is very impressive.
I mean,
Well, the library's the library, but let's see what else we got here.
well, I agree. The library is important. I mean, if we're going to stay here potentially for a while, I'd like to know where there is lodging, where there is food, just to cover the basics.
Do people
use snacks.
do people come to visit here and stay inside the city?
People can come, people can stay. There are places to stay, yes, but, you know.
Is there a place where I can park my elk?
Well, we certainly can't have the elk in the library.
Is he really an elk?
Yes.
Okay.
You actually have an
It's
elk?
a celestial elk.
I didn't catch
Okay.
that. I thought
It's
that
on
was-
his character
I thought
sheet.
it was-
I picked it up from Additional Magical Secrets.
Okay. I thought we were texting about you having a mastiff
Find
today.
Steve.
No, he has an elk, too.
Did you get the mastiff?
Yeah.
Oh, so we got the mastiff too, Carrie.
Sorry.
Sure.
What is additional magical secrets? What are you talking
I
about?
can steal certain level spells from any.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Last feature.
It's a
I
bard.
think I
thing.
grabbed it from.
Yeah, it's a bard. Gotcha.
Paladin, something like that. So
I thought it was pretty cool.
if it dies, I can recast it.
Centra's a little chaotic. She would think that was cool.
Yeah.
It just looks like an elk, but it's celestial.
It just gives me a place to
There
sit.
are lodgings and things, but, you know, it's pretty early in the day. I would think you would want to, you know...
Oh, we don't need to get
There's certainly
rooms yet.
places to park your elk outside the library, and
I'm looking for adventure. Where's the adventure?
there's adventure in the library.
I want to go to the library.
You know, what is the greatest mystery that you would say you have in the library?
Oh, there are lots of great mysteries. There's far too many books to think of all of them.
Sweet.
I can tell you more about the keep. There's a lot of things put in place. There's lots of wards. The wards, they handle lots of magic restriction and fire suppression. There's theft protection and there's shielding. Nobody can get into the keep except for those main entrances that you just came through. There's even protection from assaults from above. It's a very good fortress. Very, very good fortress. There was that
Wow.
one thing with the dragon one time, but we don't talk about that.
But you just did.
Oh,
We don't
dragons.
talk about that. No, forget that I said
Sounds
that.
fascinating.
about dragons.
Are you a man of singing?
I am.
Oh, I like a man of singing. But you must sing by the rules.
Sing by the rules.
What are the rules of singing?
Sing by the
According to the rules.
Are you saying he's got to sing the rules?
Yes.
Singing isn't about rules. It's about feeling what's inside of you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well then. Shall we to the library?
Yay,
Yes.
library, adventure.
Certainly.
Oh, Art.
All right.
See if they have any books
So-
on the Feywild. It'll be hilarious how much they get wrong.
Irony brings you to the library. And he shows you to the door, and from there he bids you adieu. He believes that the librarians will take very good care of you. The librarians see your party walk in, and the older folk take one look at your group and look your little fairy up and down and go,
You'll be keeping a good eye on him, right?
Yeah, we always do.
Of course.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be my eyes, but
What
someone's.
type of books are you thinking you're looking for today?
I think we are looking for mysteries more than books.
Oh, mysteries, you say?
Adventure.
Mysteries and adventure.
Yes.
Well, I think you might want to try the West Wing.
The
That's
West
where we
Wing.
sometimes keep, like, the tomes that we don't know much about. There's lots of mystery in those tomes that we're not sure where they came from or who they're about.
Interesting.
You may find that there's more to meet the eye on some of those books.
To the West Wing!
All right, well, thank you.
Wow. So that sounds, if they don't know what's in the books, then it sounds like they might not miss a few of them. Let's go.
There's no stealing. I'm not kidding, John. This keep will tear you to bits if you try to steal.
Please try to steal John. I want to see what happens. I want to see John explode.
Sindra kind of
The baby's laughing.
Sindra pats him on the head and says, my friend, I'm sure there is other trouble you will be able to find outside of stealing books for grumpy librarians.
Especially
I'll just
since
steal
we're
their
in
pens.
such a special place.
If John's character dies, like right off the bat, because he was Johning.
He johned himself to death.
There's 47 more of me.
Hide behind a pile of bards. Oh, sorry, Brian.
Dead rogues.
I am a pile of bards.
All right, so we're in the West Wing.
So you go to the West Wing.
Yes, the West Wing.
Forbidden.
Cool.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I love you guys so freaking much. So, in the West Wing, you walk into a room that is probably about 20 by 60 feet. No, more than that, sorry. 60 by 120 feet. It's got, it's like a typical library. It's set up with stacks down both sides and a 20-foot wide path down the middle. And there's lots of very dusty books on all of these shelves. They're kind of lazily strucken about. You can tell that they're not very well cared for. Clearly the librarian was very correct in that people don't know much about these books and they don't care much for them either.
Okay.
I'm thinking the books that probably used less are probably the ones up towards the top. So go up to the top and start perusing the books a little.
Are we allowed to use magic?
You can use magic, yes, but at this point, you don't know what book you're looking for, so...
Just
Well,
gonna
I thought
start
it might
looking
be
through piles.
a courtesy to them if we clean the books.
Sindra would very
I
much
cast prestidigitation.
appreciate that.
Okay,
Clean some
so
books.
She would have started manually dusting
when
them for the same
you
reason.
cast this, a nice big cloud of antique dust goes through the room, and you see the air vents kind of go, and all of a sudden the room's a lot less murky smelling, and everything's a lot less dusty, and it's a lot easier to get things going around.
All right.
Still smells a little musty though. So you guys are just randomly looking through books at this point?
I'm kind of perusing for. I mean, I still have a fascination most with illusion magic, so anything that kind of tickles my fancy along that line. And weirdly glowing books, those are always fun.
Okay.
Sindra would
Anything made of, but anything out of in Sylvan that they might not be able to read that I can read and laugh at. would be good too.
Okay.
Sindra likes magics with fire and thunder, so anything in that vein, or anything that would allude to like rare artifacts, like maybe the one that she and Britannia had been searching for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rage has a very strong tie to his ancestors, and so he might look for books that are like history related.
Okay.
History of gnomes.
I have a question, because I unfortunately couldn't see all of your backstories.
Okay.
Did any of you struggle from a impoverished background?
Like poverty? Not really.
Mine's entirely Fey, so it doesn't
They don't
mine-
really
mine's-
appreciate
mine's
money and
wilderness.
ownership in the same way as normal beings anyway.
So-
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody did.
No. Mine had death in it.
Do you need
so-
one? Do you need one of us too?
No.
No, okay.
No. Any of you specifically dedicated to law or good?
alignment-wise?
Syndra is a good alignment, but she's more interested in the quest
Magic
for knowledge.
than- yeah.
More paladin-like, you know,
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah.
service of
Lawful
good.
good,
type
right.
thing.
No. Syndra's chaotic good.
Yeah.
I guess would a monk be considered that?
Could be, depending on your order.
Not necessarily. Depends on your order.
Different orders have different
What is
aspirations.
your monastic tradition, Greg?
I have a
how would
plus
I know
9 in
that?
performance, so I can pretend
yeah,
to be.
it's draconic. That's
Yes.
draconic.
No,
If your-
that wouldn't be what I'm looking for.
Your quest is more for vengeance. and you
Yeah,
would
if your
not be
quest is
so much-
vengeance, I wouldn't consider that.
Well,
Okay.
not necessarily.
Yeah.
Just for answers as to why something happened.
Okay. All right. No worries, no worries. So, Whiff, as you're looking through random books, you pick up a particular book that looks pretty cool to you because you see this cool tree symbol on it
Cool.
that has 3 yellow stones. You thought it was pretty.
Are the stones loose in the cover?
The stones are not loose, but you thought the tree was rather interesting. So you opened it up and you started reading. And you started reading it out loud, and you realized it was somebody's diary.
Cha cha cha.
And all of a sudden, the air around you grows chilly. A cloud of vapor begins to shimmer along the nearby shelves, and it grows thicker around this nondescript leather-bound book. And the mist suddenly coalesces into a vague form of a young woman. A transparent spirit wearing a servant's uniform and bearing the symbol of the same tree, outlined by a rising sun at her shoulder. And the figure weeps aloud, tears running down her cheeks. She opens her mouth as if she's going to speak, but that reveals that her tongue is gone. Moaning in anguish, she reaches towards you, but the mists shred away to nothing, and the spirit fades away.
Wow. Sarah has another cool printout.
This is Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor.
Wow.
Very cool.
Hey, guys, read more of these books.
Hey,
Cool things pop out of them.
What was the book that the woman was crying next to? She seemed to be paying attention to one.
It's this book.
Syndra, the one that he found.
The one that he was reading
Did you
from.
want to look at that book?
I think we
Well,
should.
we saw what Whiff was doing, so...
That seems to
did
be
we
a
all see that
sign.
spirit?
I would, yeah.
So
Syndra,
if you're anywhere near Whiff, yes.
Okay.
yeah, Syndra would certainly think that we should study the book that the woman was crying over more.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caught a whiff of some adventure.
Okay. So as you look at the first page of this book, you do see that it is that is the diary of Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor. It's a leather-bound book with brass corner fittings, and the intricately carved brass clasp holds the book shut. The embossing on the cover depicts the same symbol that you saw on her uniform. It's a lemon tree with a rising sun behind it. Do any of you have a noble background?
I don't know. I think she's a sage.
I am a folk hero.
Let me
Leave on
see.
me, far traveler.
That's notes, right? I think.
Everybody's
No.
checking D&D Beyond.
Extras? Description?
I know what it is.
Yeah,
I just forgot what it's
sage.
actually called.
What the hell?
Syndra does have the sage feature of researcher. But that's not noble. But it does help her with finding information.
Good.
Yeah. Surprise there, John.
Shocking.
That shows it. I like that.
You should have check your description tab.
Oh, hermit.
Seems reasonable for a monk.
Ghost Mini.
Ghost Mini.
Ghost Mini. Ghost Mini.
Ghost Mini.
Don't think anybody has noble.
Okay.
No.
I got a +9 in performance, so I can pretend to be.
I have a feeling we're going to hear that a lot.
So that spirit
As a
disappeared.
Charlotte in the
right?
background, I can pretend
She's
to be
disappeared
anal.
for
You,
for
baby,
now.
Okay.
I
Yes.
could be.
So you don't recognize whose crest that is at this point, but the title of the book is handwritten on the first page. You can see that the book used to be blank, and there's only a few pages left that are blank still. It's a mixture. The pages within have a mixture of different things. It's clearly just like a handwritten journal.
Okay.
And the early pages look like she was just learning to write her name.
Interesting.
Well, I've certainly found something to latch onto, so I'm going to keep reading.
Okay.
Not every book that causes funky ladies to just kind of pop out of nowhere.
Funky lady.
Funky ladies.
Why would someone's diary be in a
Cinder's
library?
You've never been here
skinning
before,
over your
so-
shoulder.
Could be
There
funny.
could be all kinds of diaries in here. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be normal for here, yeah, maybe, but yeah, outside of here, I've never seen that happen before. This is cool. I'm going to try to get it.
That was somebody's ancestor. My ancestors speak to me and they tell me to go on grand adventures.
So you're going to choose to keep reading
I'm gonna keep
past the
reading.
names?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you keep reading, it starts to be a first-hand account of her life. It's written in common. It's very easy to read. She describes herself as a servant in the Waterdeep Manor of a guy named Lord Vialis and Lady Maria. And the entries are not on consecutive pages. Most are undated. In addition to writing about her daily obligations, she also wrote about Lady Maria, who came from a poor family, and Sarah writes about empathizing, how she empathized with Sarah's lack of education, and that it seems that Lady Maria was the one teaching Sarah how to read and write.
She sounds like a nice lady.
Did you
straight
want
laced
to
brain.
keep reading from there?
Sure.
I think we should.
Keep reading until more ladies pop out.
I like where this is going.
The last entries of the diary that are dated over just over 5 years earlier than now, they change in tone. And the final entry of the diary reads as such. I stole close to Lord Vialis today and saw that he had chalked a circle marked with strange runes across the floor of his study. A puddle spread within the circle and appeared to me as bubbling blood. Lord Vialis stood next to it motionless, one of his vile books in hand, and muttered something I could not hear. I slipped away quickly, though I fear he might have heard me this time. I have never been so scared, but I must tell Lady Maria what I have seen. I must. In her diary, you do see that she tried to draw an image of the cover of the old tome that Lord Vialis was reading, and the sketch shows a monstrous creature with a bulbous head, long arms, tentacles for legs, and multifaceted eyes.
Are you sharing this with us, John, as you're reading it? I mean, right now, as far as we know, it's all you.
Well,
I'm probably
Cinder's
reading aloud.
Cinder's reading over his shoulder, even if he's not talking. She just can't.
Okay, if he's reading aloud,
Yeah.
if you're reading aloud, that's
Yeah.
totally fine. Sure.
She also attempted to make a sketch of what she remembers of the rune circle.
Well, I have no arcana ability.
That sounds like something we should not even try to do.
Cinder's pretty well researched and studied. Does she recognize any of this?
Do you want to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
You can make an Arcana check.
The description of the creature. Can I make some kind of a check to see if I know what that is?
It doesn't give any indication that... It doesn't give enough that you would know
Okay.
at this point.
Gotcha. Sure.
So no metagame.
Let's roll this liquid dice for the first time. Oh, that's not cool.
Natural
That's a
one.
whopping 8. Woohoo!
You do not recognize the runes.
Am I in the rune?
Question.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yes.
Are runes considered language?
Kind of. Well, I mean, they're arcana, so they're like a magical arcane language.
Say arcane runes are generally not considered like a normal language. So if you have like a read languages spell or something like that, it's usually not enough for any kind of arcane
Okay.
thing.
Is that why you're asking?
Yes,
Because
I
read
do
languages.
have comprehend language.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
I can read it as long as I'm touching it.
Gotcha. Good,
This would
good
have
thought,
to be
though.
an arcana check specifically.
Well, I can try, I suppose. I mean, I've only got a +2 on it, but you never know. Let's see if my liquid dice do any better. Not if I don't get it in the box.
John
Missed the box.
keeps
You missed
missing
your
the
own
tray.
box.
I missed my box. You know what? I'm going to
John's
move my box
nice
over here.
3D printed box.
No, 9. Not any better.
Nope, you don't.
Okay.
Her scribbles seem to be not quite something you can make out.
No,
Okay.
it's probably for the better that we don't know what this says.
I mean, Cinder, with her researcher background, it says if you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where or whom you can obtain it from.
Okay, you have a feeling that you might be able to get one of the avowed priests to help you determine what those runes mean.
Okay. So Cinder says, I think if we can get one of the priests, they might be able to help us.
Is Irony still with us, or did he kind of leave?
Irony left you at the library.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Are you sure, Cinder, that we should even begin to try to determine what that monster was that she saw? It might not be a good idea.
I mean,
You have a feeling that this might be one of the mysteries that you're looking for.
This is a cool story.
If something,
I wanna
Is that
find
one
out
of the
more.
mysteries you're looking
Something-
for?
Hey, if with this guy, I mean, if this was just a few years ago, if this guy managed to summon this thing, something like that, that'd be really cool to see. I want to see it.
if something killed this poor girl, I think it would be good to
Well, nuts
lay
to
her
her.
to peace. Yeah. Maybe to exact vengeance for what was done to her.
You get a feeling from this book, because it clearly has a deep connection to her, that you may be able to see her again.
That'd be cool. I just
Keep reading.
Well, I kind of reached the end of
I
it.
think you reached the end.
right.
So let's go get
Oh,
one of.
goddamn.
Let's see if one of the priests can help us to interpret those final.
Yeah, good idea.
I grabbed the book and I zoom out of the room, go looking for a priest.
Find a priest.
Cinder hurries after.
You get a feeling from the book that you may be able to talk to the ghost,
Huh.
Really?
Really?
Cinder.
because she has a strong connection to the book.
Cinder says, what if we ask the girl again?
I don't know. She hasn't come
She
back
cared
yet.
for you. You said that.
Wait, is she still there, or is she?
The name-
Did she disappear?
She had.
She cried and she dissipated.
That's what I thought.
But you still feel her presence there, because she's very connected to the book.
Syndra kind of steps forward
Hint.
and says,
Nudge, nudge. I love you guys.
I think
Sarah of Yellowcrest.
Sarah's a very inexperienced DM, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's
Sarah
good.
of Yellowcrest, you disappeared so quickly.
No.
No?
Here. I flipped to the end of the book, to the blank pages. It says, here.
Oh, she can't talk because her tongue is missing.
Right. But she can write.
Ah,
That's very smart
see?
with.
Did she die with a pen in her hand?
Syndra
find out.
pulls out a pen with like quill ink on it or something. She probably has those things in her supplies. So it's,
Magic quill.
Somebody give me an insight check.
Insight.
insight. I'm
How
not
about
very
put the
good at
glasses
that.
I could try.
My insight sucks.
I got a plus.
Mine
6.
sucks too. +6, that's good.
That's the bard for the win.
4, 12, 13.
Math.
Glasses doesn't help with math. 6 plus 7.
13.
Okay, so Neil Rock, Yes, Neil Rock.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
You're doing great.
All right.
You place your hands on the book and hum a very calming tune, and you slowly see her flicker back, and her tears have slowed. And you see that your humming and your calming influence has willed her back to you guys.
You're back. Hi. How you
She's
doing?
still murmuring because she clearly still doesn't have a tongue.
Right.
But now that she's calmer, you can kind of understand some of the things that she's trying to
Communicate.
come across. So
Right.
if you want to ask her questions,
How can we help you?
Probably yes or no questions.
How can we help you? What?
Is
Hang on.
that technically a language?
Where's your tongue?
Took it out.
Can we help you get it back?
My forgery kit includes paper and pens. I gotta give her a pen. A quill pen.
she tries to grab it, but her ghostly form does not allow her to get it.
You're annoying.
Is there? Citrus, that was
that's a
rude.
ghost.
We want to help bring you peace. Is there something that we're trying to interpret these symbols and the monster at the end? Can you point us to something? I can't.
Something murdered you?
Your mother?
No, that I think probably the Lord guy
did the
probably
Lord
killed her to start her off.
Lady Maria?
Very classic.
And you? Is he still alive?
He killed the children?
Lord Vialis killed?
He killed everybody.
Killed everybody.
Vialis killed everybody.
Everybody.
Ah, okay.
And did he summon the monster to come do
He
that?
made a miracle and he killed everybody.
How do we find Lord Vialis and kill him?
I don't know where he went after I died,
Ah,
She doesn't know where he went.
but I'm stuck here.
He's stuck here.
can we help
And he
you?
killed the children and his wife.
If we burn the book, will it let you go?
No.
No. Okay. Darn. Okay.
We want to help you. We don't know how to help you.
I don't know what evil he summoned, but he took the bodies of the babies and his wife.
Babies?
The children.
He killed the babies.
He killed the babies, the children.
The children.
Yee.
Yeah. Well, if we know what he summoned, maybe we can figure. Maybe there's been like some recent sightings or whatever it was.
I don't remember the ritual because the death was so terrible.
What can you tell us about the runes in the book?
I don't remember.
Doesn't know.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
Sounds like we need to find this Lord Vialis and
She
stop
doesn't know where he is, though.
I realize that. If
Maybe
he's a
the priests
noble,
would know.
though, someone might know.
Maybe the priests.
How about we talk to one of the priests about this?
Yeah,
The
what?
old man is still in town. You should talk to the town people and see if they know where he went.
Talk to people and see if they know
townspeople.
where he went. I
Okay.
think we should try.
Down to
I agree.
all the town.
We should try that.
Where you came from. What was the town you
Yeah.
came from? Oh, wait, that's in the book. Where the town you came from.
It is.
Okay. She's suggesting that we go and try to talk
It's
to people,
Waterdeep.
find this guy.
Waterdeep, and we're in Baldur's Gate right now, right?
She said she's from Waterdeep.
Yes.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we should go talk
guess
to
we're-
the townspeople, it sounds like.
Can we borrow the book? We should probably ask them
I
to borrow the
don't
book.
know if we're allowed to do that. I don't think so. Was that covered in the
Well,
rules?
what they
I
don't
don't
know.
remember. It's,
You're not supposed to hurt the books.
Not gonna hurt the book.
Don't hurt the
Take
books.
are we
Just
allowed to check
You
out?
borrowing
can't,
it,
you can't
correct?
take it out of the
No.
keep. No damaging, marking, or otherwise modifying the works, and no stealing.
What about
And
borrowing?
that's-
Can we take it out?
Loaning.
You should not be taking the book.
Is anyone back here to see if we...
You have a thorough understanding of the book when you leave the keep. You will not forget anything about the book.
Okay.
Okay, but our lead is to go
But I
talk
wanted
to
to show her what.
go talk to the people of Waterdeep
Yes.
about Lord Valis. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How far away is Waterdeep?
It's not far at all.
Okay.
If you approach the librarians and the people within the keep, they'll give you clear directions on how to get
Okay,
there.
let's do that.
Cool. Although, probably by now we probably know our way. I mean, except by 7th level or experienced adventurers, we probably roughly know where.
We may know where it is. Yeah, possible. All right, so to Waterdeep then.
All right. Well, I guess we'll put the book away.
What time of day is it at this point?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Okay.
See you later, spooky lady. Let's go.
Do we want...
Uncle, please help.
I'll be back.
We're going to...
We'll try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash him with my hammer.
Thank you.
Doing my best to talk with no tongue here.
I know.
You're doing awesome. Sam.
And I guess depending on how long it would take to Waterdeep, to go to Waterdeep, if it would have us arriving overnight, Cinder would probably say that we stay and then go the next morning. But it's up to you.
Sorry.
Sorry, say that one more
How
time.
long does it take to get to Waterdeep?
Is it like an hour walk or something? Or
Could we get there before nightfall?
That's when the best stuff comes out.
Oh, so we have most fun.
Freaks come out at night.
Doesn't actually say how long it is.
you can just make it
So
up.
I'd say it's maybe like half a day's trip.
Okay, so I should probably stay over and leave in the morning.
Yeah, sure. Can we just get lodging outside in the city somewhere?
Yeah, you can get lodging in the city. I would say it's like 1 gold each
You can park your elk.
for overnight.
Okay, 1 gold each.
No extra for elk parking.
Fantastic.
What a deal.
All right.
Irony will escort you to your lodging for the night and meet you there the next morning.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
We gave her a crap ton of gold to buy some books, right?
Yep.
Do we have any gold left, or just do we
You
at
have
least-
the gold that I
we-
told you had at the beginning.
Oh, we still have
That's what's
that.
left.
Yes.
The 150, yeah.
plus
The
whatever
reason
minus
that I
whatever
told you
spent.
only had 150 each was because all of that treasure that you've been collecting for 7 levels
Ah,
got
Gotcha.
mainly depleted in buying those 2 books.
Okay.
And that's why you were all kind of sad and mad at Syndra. Because she just had
how
to go
could
to
you
the
read these? There's no
library.
pictures.
So you guys get a nice rest at the inn. And you come down in the morning, you have a nice bite to eat, and irony meets you, ironically. It escorts you back out to the gate, and you make your way towards Waterdeep. And with the directions that you get from the people of the Candlekeep, you have no problem locating Waterdeep.
Okay.
It unfolds with no problems.
Guards are doing their work.
We start asking people questions.
And yeah, you come into the town. I do not have a map of this town, but there is.
I'm not wanted in this particular town. am
No,
I?
you're not wanted in this town.
Okay, good.
There's some basic places in Waterdeep that you know of. There's Yellowcrest Manor, which is now where you know that Sarah was once employed. And there's a few businesses along the way. There's a trade ward where there's some cobbler shops, some leather worker shops, and a couple of tanneries. It's mostly leather work that's done in town. It's a pretty small town. So where do you guys want to go first?
Do we have any idea if anybody? Well, probably don't know. If Yellowcrest Manor is like, if there are people that live there.
There are people that live there. It is occupied currently.
Say,
Okay.
think we probably want to find out if anybody has any information about what happened, 5 years ago, is it now?
Yes.
Something like that. So, yeah, 5 years ago, so something obviously really weird happened, and I'm sure something like that a lot of people would be able to remember.
Is there a tavern?
Don't know.
Hold on.
Every town has to have a tavern.
Yeah, it's in the rules. The rules make everything good.
Guys.
Rules rule.
All I got are rules.
We could go to Yellowcrest Manor and ask some questions.
A little too direct. I think we might want to scope out and see what other people
that's
are doing.
what
I like direct.
Thinking
know you
if
do.
we go to the tavern, then people with loose lips will be more likely to talk when they're
Yeah, it's possible.
boozy.
Yeah, I like drinking.
I can go for it.
I could throw back a few.
I like drinking and smashing.
And I like smashing drinks.
Hold, please.
Holding. Yeah. Sorry, Liquid Dice, you're just not really rolling.
It's really cool, but yeah, I tried rolling a couple times. It's
Not so good.
The tavern doesn't appear to be open
16.
today.
Okay.
Otis probably got killed or something. All right, that happens. Let's try asking around.
Yellowcrest Manor.
yeah.
Let's just ask the townspeople first.
Ah, fine.
All right.
A little bit of investigation.
Hey, you. I try to get somebody on the street.
Yes.
What happened to Lord
Small
Vialis?
person.
Lord Vialis, where'd he go?
Oh, Lord Vialis. Oh, dear me. Well, he owns a lot of the business in this town, but nobody's seen him around here in years. He just sends his business partner to collect the monies, and no one really knows where he went, but the manor is still up yonder. There's a new family that lives there. Shame what happened to that family. No one really knows what happened.
The family
What are
that's
the
there
rumors?
now?
No.
What did the rumors say?
Oh, yeah, the ones that were...
Lord Vialis' family, a terrible tragedy, terrible tragedy. We don't like to talk about it. It was so...
No, neither did they, apparently. So much so that they apparently cut out tongues about it. Anyway,
Oh my, you are a very vile creature. I don't like you. And he turns around and leaves.
I don't like him either. I turn around and leave. Oh, come on. But then I go back.
Ben says, "Sir, do you know why?"
Oh, no. You hang around with Fae people. No.
I was just going to ask
That's racist.
No.
why the
You hear
tavern
him
wasn't
just as
open.
He just ignores you as he walks away.
oh, it's all right. We got more people. We got other people to annoy. Let's go.
Whiff, tone it down a little
So
bit.
that guy said there was a family living there. We should go talk to the family.
We could, but they might not know anything.
Are there
I mean,
other
if it-
passersby?
There's a few people milling about the streets, but mostly you just see people going about their chores outside their houses, and people, going in and out of the businesses. People seem to be keeping to themselves mostly.
Okay.
I wonder if we can find this
Yeah, I think-
business associate of his that tends to go around and...
It would have been great to get his name, little friend.
Oh, I'm sure he's something like him. He's pretty popular. I'm sure we can get his name around here somewhere else. Let's just... In fact, we probably, if they're collecting money, probably collecting from the shops. We can ask at the shops. How about the shops?
We
They might know.
We could keep an eye out, yes.
We could stand around scouting shops, or we could just go to the manor.
The baby is loud.
That's our daughter.
All right, to the manor. Let's go.
I have business with this Lord Valenci. Whatever his name is.
Lord Cialis.
Cialis.
I was thinking that, actually. I didn't say it either.
Did I say it wrong?
Yes.
My apologies.
So loud. My laugh is so loud. I'm sorry.
Your laugh is loud. It's true.
It's okay.
But it's infectious.
So are you going to the manor, or are you hanging around the businesses?
Raid starts walking
We're
towards the
going to see
manor.
Lord
I-
Viagra.
Well, he's not there anymore.
With
Rage is going towards
with his
the
maul
manor. He's following
dragging
Rage.
a rut through the streets.
Like, we could. It won't hurt.
dragging
to talk
my hammer
to them.
behind me toward the manor.
The directions that the diary had and everything that you learned from the librarians, you easily find the former Yellowcrest Manor. When you approach the manor, which is on Delzorin Street in the North Ward, it is now the home of the Falgarost family. When you come up to the estate, you're met by a well-dressed butler at the front door. His name is Arnulf, Arnulf, if you'd like to know. And he is a short, balding man with a warm smile and a fine moustache. He has a faint scent of wine. And he seems nice enough and conversational. You seem to have an idea that he's probably inspected the wine cellar at least once today.
Say, can you tell me about anything about the person that used to live here?
Well, I do have a pretty good working history of the house.
You don't say.
Oh, yes, there's very good public details on records of the horrors that happened within the house when it belonged to the Yellowcrest family.
Such as?
Where are those records?
Oh, it was so sad, the fate of the Yellowcrest family. Even their servants.
Can you share anything, or at least point us to where the record is kept?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Oh, well, that would be a real shame. 'Cause you see,
Please, sir, it would help us greatly.
Give
We'd
me an
really
insight
appreciate
check.
it.
He's looking for a bribe.
I know he is, and I'm going to try a persuasion
see.
or a deception, whichever one I can actually pull off here. To try to get it out of him for free.
11?
11.
Okay.
11.
Well, I must say to you that it is very sad, the fate of the family and the servants, but I find the tale quite exciting.
Well, what happened?
Dark reputation of the manor. It's quite fun to know that I was serving a new family that lived in a place that had such horror happen within it.
Oh, I know. These kinds of tales are just excite the blood, makes just brings a twinkle to your eyes and just a fire to your brain. And it's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. I'm sure you mean no harm to the family that lives here now.
Oh, no, absolutely none at all.
Okay.
I'd
hate to see anything happen to my lord and master.
No. I am a lover of these kinds of stories, and I just to hear these histories.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay. And I'd love to hear the gory details about this one. I really would.
Well, it happened one night. It was just one fateful night. All of the family was killed.
All at once?
Except for the Lord, all at once. And though the full details of the event were never made public, the rumor holds that the lady and her 3 children and all 4 servants were stabbed to death and all their tongues were removed.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow. So, wow. Who would remove the tongue of a corpse? That is creepy.
I know.
Oh. And what happened to the Lord if he
What
survived?
does one do with
happened?
the tongue of a corpse?
I don't know.
What good is the tongue without the rest of the body?
Perhaps it keeps things from speaking if there are magics that bring things back from the dead.
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, that's even more creepy.
But the funny thing is that the Lord was the only one to survive, but it was alleged that he was away from the city that day.
Oh, so he survived because he wasn't at home.
That's what they say.
Oh, so there may still be something in there, sleeping, that maybe wants to actually come back out and start hurting people
Oh,
again.
well, I don't know if that's exciting or scary.
That's kind of both, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
It'd be a shame if something like that were to happen again.
Well, when the Lord
wouldn't
came
it?
back, he sold the house.
I know, but what if he
He
sold?
sold the house and all of the possessions.
But what if he sold?
And the rumor has it he's moved to the countryside.
Well, what if he also sold whatever it was that was dangerous with the house?
Well, we don't know.
We
Well, we don't know, sir.
What
We
you
don't
really
know, kind
need
sir.
is
Are
a
you
band
sir?
of
Are you a
advantages.
sir or a lady?
Yes, but what you really need, what you probably need, is an experienced band of adventurers to go in and scour the house and make sure that whatever was still in
Are you
there.
trying to trick me out of my money, sir?
Absolutely not. I am just
Well, that's good,
worried
because I don't
about.
have any money to give.
We won't.
I am just really concerned about these poor people that have lived in the house now. I came through this house.
Oh, well, I assure you that the
seems
people
so
that live in this
happy.
house are not poor. They have a very good wine selection.
They obviously they must. As I came through the town here, everybody here seems so alive and happy.
Oh, no. The people in town are not alive and happy, and nobody in this town gains money from those businesses. The tanneries and leather workshops, they all belong to Lord Bialis still.
Really? Well, how
But
does
he himself never returns to Waterdeep.
Where is his associate?
I don't know his associate. He's a funny man, though. Wears a very large hat.
Do you know where you can find him?
Well, he comes around now and then. But I don't really know much about him.
Tell me, did you find anything strange in the house after he left?
No, he took everything with him. House was scrubbed clean. It's like nothing ever happened. But to know that those vile things happened.
and could still happen again? Really? I would hate to see something happen in this town again, wouldn't you?
I really think you should go.
Can I make a persuasion check or a deception check?
Sure.
19.
What are you trying to deceive him about?
My good intentions.
My lord's going to be home soon, and I don't want him to know that I've been talking about the family.
Oh, I totally get it. I totally understand. You know,
So
dirty
really,
laundry and all.
Really, you should go, but you might want to come back tomorrow for some refreshments.
I would love that. And maybe I could talk to your lord, and maybe, we can see what we can do about furthering his own fortunes.
Perhaps. And with that, he turns and walks away
So he's taking back tomorrow.
and closes the gate
Yeah.
Gotcha.
abruptly.
Might have overplayed my hand a little. That's okay.
Sindra says,
Just a little.
if we visit him tomorrow and you steal from him, I will set you on fire. Again.
Set your wrath on fire.
The wing hasn't completely healed from last time.
It's interesting. He said something about that the house was scrubbed clean, so I wonder where that drawing was that we were shown from Sarah.
Things like that are usually in the basement.
One cannot scrub clean secret passages, hidden compartments, things like that. It would still be worth taking a look if we get a chance.
Right.
But meanwhile, waiting for the associate might be the best path to try to track down the criminal
We should go to the
himself.
nearest shop and see when he's due in.
Yeah, any local shops?
Seems like a good plan.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. So you guys want to kind of bustle around town a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll try to talk to some people at some shops and find out about the guy that...
So it's still pretty early
Okay.
in the morning. And it only takes you about a few hours asking around the trades ward to identify 3 cobbler shops, 2 leather workshops, 2 tanneries that are still owned by the Lord Vialis.
Okay.
Not Cialis, not Viagra, Vialis. The Yellowcrest businesses are all nondescript, and none of the workers or managers actually know Lord Vialis personally.
Okay.
They also don't know about his whereabouts,
Okay.
and accept that he lives out of the country somewhere. Out in the country somewhere, quote unquote.
Out in the country somewhere. Okay. What about the guy that his associate? What would you say about?
If you want to talk to them about
Yeah.
who pays their wages, you can certainly talk to them. Do you want to go to any of those specific businesses?
Sure. You said there was tanneries. There was
Cobbler shops,
Cobbler
tanneries.
shops.
There are 3 cobbler shops, 2 leather workshops, and 2 tanneries.
Let's go to one of the leather workshops.
Sure. Why not? Go to Leatherwork.
Okay.
Closest one.
Closest one.
All right.
People like to talk when they're getting
So you go to Lenny's Leathers.
Cool.
You walk on in, and Lenny's at the counter.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey there, little fairy dude.
Yeah, he's a fairy.
Oh, they really don't
know
like
if
you.
I've ever met one of you. What can I do you for?
It's your lucky day then, isn't it? You get to meet something new.
Yeah, is there someone else I could talk to?
Is he a bit too exotic for your
He's
taste?
a little exhausting already.
We're
Yes, he is.
trying to look into the whereabouts of Lord Vialis because we have some business with him, and we heard that an associate of his occasionally comes through here.
Oh, yeah, Lord Vialis. Well, we all got business with Lord Vialis, don't we? His business associate, eh?
Yeah.
Associate. Thinks he's the Duke of everything, if you ask me.
Associate.
Goes by the name of Farrell.
Furl.
His name is
Farrell.
Feral.
F-A-E-R-L. Farrell.
Feral.
Farrell.
Feral.
Stuck up Mr. Elfman is what we like to refer him to as. Thinks he's some kind of somebody. Yeah. Yeah, he comes around. Every now and then he collects things, does the books, pays the wages, collects all the profits. He oversees all the businesses in town. He always has all his buddies around him. Big old important guy. Don't know as I've ever laid eyes on Mr. Vialis himself.
How many buddies?
Who are his buddies?
Oh, they're just, a couple of guys he hires around town to guard all the gold that he takes from us.
Oh, heavies.
Yeah,
I
heavy
understand.
hitters.
Gotcha.
Guys make sure that he doesn't get, beat up by the guys that clearly could beat his little pansy ass up.
How often does he come around?
Well, let me think. I think it's about once every second 10 day. Yeah, that's that's when we get paid. Wouldn't call it much of a pay. Work pretty hard just to get by. Work my leather. But, it does what we gotta do.
So when's the next day you get shafted?
Isn't that what you're supposed to do to the ladies?
Good one.
Sorry, little lady. Didn't mean to make any offense to you.
Oh, none taken.
I'm sure you hear lots of that talk traveling with this merry man
I'm
band.
used to it.
Especially with that little fairy flitting around.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh, I didn't mean no offense by that, Mr. Man, sir. I just mean you look like you make a nice, right joke every now and then. You talk a lot. So yeah.
What are my cantrips now?
I reckon
Ray of
he's probably
Frost.
coming about 2 days from now. My pockets are feeling pretty low.
Okay. In 2 days?
Yeah. But there's probably more you can make out from some of the other businesses. The cobblers know more than us. They make a lot more money. People need shoes more than they need pants.
People do go through, all you walkers do tend to go through shoes pretty quick.
We do walk a lot. Gotta go the next town over ever to get a good, decent drink around here. That bar's never open.
Oh, no, that hurts. That right there.
unfortunate.
I know.
How much do you charge for a pair of pants?
Well, that's that. I don't know. What kind of pants are you looking for?
Well, I'm a little flashy, as you might notice.
I see that you are a man of great taste.
What do you recommend?
You need 6 cows just to cover his nethers.
Well, I don't want to boast, but...
Oh dear.
Focus there.
We're still missing our well,
Are there examples of his work in the shop?
Yeah. For a man of your stature, probably want to go with something like this. He shows you a nice, pretty basic, pair of pants. It's very nicely crafted, simple, but looks pretty easy to move in. It's got lacing up the sides so that you could bend and move and fight in it.
Well, that might be better for toning it down a bit when we want to keep a low profile. How much?
For you, kind sir. What was my accent again?
I don't know.
Hickney, I think.
That's
rugged.
kind of country.
Rugged.
I'll be saying, you're a mighty fine boy. You got a good sense of humor. And I kind of want to stick it to that feral. 50 gold for that there pair right there. I'll give you some extra lace and make sure it's nice and comfy on the waist.
Clothes are like 2 silver.
What?
I think standard traveling clothes are like 2 silver.
For leather?
Maybe not for leather.
I'm not looking at the book, so...
I know.
If I'm way off, then please tell me.
Well, we can actually look up standard equipment.
That's true. John has to John and
John
question
has
me.
God. Yes, I
I
do.
mean, if they were extravagant, I could see.
Let's see. Common clothes, 5 silver. Costume clothes, 5 gold. Fine clothes, 15 gold. Traveler's clothes, 2 gold.
Okay,
So
so
it'd be-
we'll say 2 gold. Because I'd say they're in the 5 gold range, which is giving you like half off.
Because they're just pants. Two.
But I get the whole pair, right?
Yes. Yes.
Deal.
Well, they're also extra large because he's a Goliath.
All right. 6.5 cows. For the rest of his legs.
All right.
She said-
all right.
He said 2?
2.
2 gold. There you go.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate your business. There anything else that I might be able to interest you folks in today?
What did I miss? I was taking care of a baby for a little bit.
He explained that the overseer of the shop's name is Farrell. He's an elf,
Got that, and his buddies, yeah.
and his buddies come around with him. He's got thugs.
We're expecting him in a couple days.
Expecting him in a couple of days.
Okay, gotcha.
He just sold a pair of pants to
No.
Neil Rock.
Okay.
I have to keep looking at your name on the board because Brian always has complicated names. I love you. I'll get it.
So we're waiting a couple days for this.
He told you that he thinks that the cobblers might have more info.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because they tend to make more business. Because people go through shoes around here because they have to walk to the next town for a tavern.
Okay.
As we head out, if the module doesn't go in this direction, that's fine. We can just say, we can just not worry about it. But I do want to see if I can find signs of presence of a thieves guild that I can maybe get some more information out of.
Okay, sure. Okay. So as you're exiting the tannery, you decide to walk up and down the streets a little bit more. You do ask a couple of the passerbys if they know, covertly, if they know anything about a thieves guild, and they all
have you seen Bill around anywhere?
They all look at you out of the side of their eye and kind of just look at you like you have 3 heads and walk the other way.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's you find no evidence of a thieves guild in
Small
town.
Small town.
It
Okay.
is. You do get the feeling that this is a very small town.
Okay. Fair enough.
But do you ask anybody around town anything about the Yellowcrests or?
Well, we're going to head to the cobblers to see if we can get a little bit more info about.
Okay.
Yeah, but go to the cobblers. Talk
All
to
right.
some of the cobblers.
Sure thing.
See if we can shoehorn some information out of them.
Terrible.
You get a blue flag for me on that one. All right.
All booed out.
So you walk into Paymore Shoe Source.
Too soon. Too soon.
I can't hate on that.
And you're greeted by a wide-eyed saleswoman, if you will. Hi, welcome to our store. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Hi, Britannia. Oh, I mean,
Who's
hi,
Tanya? She sounds interesting.
We were told you might have some information about Farrell. You know much about him?
Oh, Farrell. He's so handsome. Can't wait till he comes again in like 2 days. Yeah, he's really great. He comes around, he collects things for Lord Bias, he helps us with the books, Numbers are so hard.
Okay. Is there any other information you got about him?
About him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He's handsome and noble and so rich and powerful.
I put a couple gold on there. How about now?
What am I supposed to do with that? Did you want to see shoes?
Shoot.
Just trying to get some information.
Oh, well, I don't really have a lot more information about Farrell, except that he, travels by his coach and, always has his bodyguards because he's, so important.
how important he is shown by how many bodyguards he has. How important is he?
Oh, my goodness. He, always has, 7.
Wow, that is important.
3 guys that are super big, and 2 of them, at least, are, kind of weird looking. I don't know if they're bodyguards so much, but they're totally, look like they could cast some really dangerous spells.
So, all roby and stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the other ones are, definitely hardcore. Yeah. But there's always 7 or more. Yeah. Yeah.
You're quite attractive.
Thank you.
Does this Jarl have a thing for you, possibly?
Oh, I can only hope.
Does he have a thing for anyone?
I don't know. I don't know. He travels here from, like, out in the country where apparently they both, like, live still. But, like, I want to be somewhere other than this town someday. Ugh. Stupid shoe salesperson.
Has he told you anything about where in the country they live?
Oh, where was it that they said that they were living now? Where was it? Started with like a color or something.
Red?
No, red is like such a good color on him though. Oh my god.
Started with yellow?
No. Yellow is such a happy color though. Oh, green. It was green. I remember because green is like a grass, like the countryside. It was Greenfast. Yes, they live in Greenfast. I heard it's a really nice area.
How far is that from here?
I don't really know. I've never been out of this town, come to think of it. But you know, this town has lots of really interesting things that happened. Oh my god. I can't believe all the weird things that happen here.
Can you tell us about it?
I love
Well,
this.
haven't you heard about like the big mystery that happened with the Yellowcrest family?
I've heard that
They
one.
supposedly were all killed.
Oh, not supposedly. They were totally killed, like murdered and tongues out, and oh my god, it was so gross.
Ow.
Yeah, we heard.
What are people saying did it?
Well, no one knows who did it.
We heard that Lord Vialis was out of town. when
Well,
it
yeah, he
happened.
was out of town and he was so grief-stricken that he had to, like, leave right after it happened. And it was just, like, so sad that that little servant girl got killed, too. And her boyfriend got, like, so sad afterwards.
Her boyfriend?
Yeah, she had, like, this really hardcore boyfriend that, like, went totally crazy after. Like, he went off on all these adventures, and now he's, like, all heartbroken and, like, full of scars, and yeah.
Can you tell us more about him? What was his name?
Servekin?
Sir Vekin.
Oh, yeah. It's really a shame. He was pretty handsome before all that happened. I don't know why he fell for such a servant girl. I mean, ugh.
Is he still around?
Yeah, I think he came back from his last adventure not too long ago.
Put another gold on the table. Do you know where?
Yeah, he still lives in town. Yeah. She points out she gives you directions to where his home is.
Okay.
Are there other strange goings on besides the Yellowcrest family that you could tell us about? You said there were a lot of strange things.
Like
in
other
town.
people who were killed and had their tongues cut out?
Weird monsters, other rumors.
Are you like hoping that there's other like
No,
tongue
we're
cuttings or
just
something?
no, we're just
He's like
trying
really
to-
making me nervous.
He is. I'm sorry. He does that a lot.
He's a little strange, yeah.
But he is a good traveling companion.
Why is your hammer so big?
Wow. I'm glad you noticed.
The hammer.
Are you seeing anybody?
Well, I told you that I have like a thing for Farrell.
Is his
I
hammer?
don't know,
is
that
it-
guy right there that just like told me I was cute. He's pretty awesome.
Oh, this Goliath bard?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Rage. I think you're out of contention on
My
this.
my
one.
hammer's bigger than
Is
his.
that an elk you have outside?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
It's of you to notice.
Wow.
But I have a big hammer.
Yeah, why is it so big? It's like bigger than you.
Yeah, it is, baby. It's bigger than the Goliath bards and pharaohs.
Oh my. Okay. Well, yeah.
I apologize.
Seems like the odd
for
thing
my
happening
friends.
right now is you guys.
Sorry.
So you can call me later. I get off work at 5.
I will cast message.
Is there anything else I can do for you? Like, we totally have some really cute shoes in the back. They could totally help with that unfortunate outfit.
Is that to me? Oh, Sindra just totally goes right over and she's like, no, I think I am all set. Thank you. And thank you for the information.
Okay. Right.
Milady.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys come back
you're
soon.
welcome.
Thanks for noticing my hammer.
You're welcome. Bye, little furry dude.
Ciao.
Did you hear that? My hammer's big. She saw my hammer.
Yes, your hammer is quite large.
Oh my god.
Well, we still got a little bit of time. How about we go check out the Scar guy?
Yeah, we might as well check out Sir Veckin.
Or Veckin.
All right.
Go over to his address.
Cool.
Sir Veckin, so he's a knight, possibly? Or is he just noble?
Could just be a self-taken title, depending.
I guess you're about to find out. Okay, so you follow Miss Shoegirl's directions. You find pretty easily Sir Veckin's home. And you knock on the door. Or is that what you...
Yep.
I'm assuming
Yeah, absolutely.
that's what you plan to do?
Well, if you're giving me the option. But I don't think you are, so...
You try to
Rage knocks on it.
Rage knocks on the door. Okay. So Sir Veckin answers the door right away and is, oh, hello. It's very nice to see you again.
Again.
Again?
We saw him yesterday, right?
No.
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 We haven't met him.
We've never met this guy before.
Oh, okay.
It is good to see you as well.
Yeah, how have you been since we last saw each other?
Oh, I don't know how long it's been. How long has it been since we adventured together?
Oh, it's gotta be at least a couple of years by now. How you been?
I've been okay.
Just okay though. I see you've managed to settle down quite nicely and kind of found yourself a nice little a place to spend some of your adventuring money in. That's good to know.
I've always lived here, sir. Do I not know you from my previous adventures? I must apologize. My memory is quite bad from some of the blows I've taken. Do I not know you from some of my past
I could have
adventures?
sworn I did.
Nah,
I usually
I'm not
just
so sure.
assume that a group of your stature is someone I know from my past that I must have forgotten.
Well, see, we actually came on some information about what happened to your ex-girlfriend. And
Oh.
we were hoping to maybe see if we could help her spirit.
Oh.
We're following up on the mystery. Trying to
Yeah.
bring it to a conclusion.
Upon the mention of Sarah, you see him grow very visibly grim. I see. Sarah is one that I don't hear about much anymore. Please, come in for tea.
Sure.
We will talk.
Ixnay on the ear at spay.
I ignore him.
He invites you in for tea,
Okay.
and you sit down in the living room. In this living room, you notice over the fireplace an old helmet, and it's got shattered horns. It's hanging above the fireplace.
They're not elk horns, are they?
I perceptify the room.
You've already perceptified.
Okay, that's what I figured.
I'm so sorry to hear that you are here to speak of Sarah. Are you looking to find more information on what happened to her and the family?
Yes, we are.
Oh, that's actually good to hear. It's bothered me for years and years what happened there at the Yellowcrest Manor. No one really knows what happened, and I wish I could have been there to stop it. Sarah was my dear love.
We're trying to help her too.
We've heard, yeah. We're trying to keep something like this from happening again. If we can figure out what happened, then hopefully, if we can see if it's something that we have to worry about. And if it's not, good. But if it is, then we can put a stop to it.
You said something about a spirit.
Yes, we talked to the spirit of her.
You spoke to Sarah.
Yes, she wanted us to help her.
You spoke to her.
Well, she couldn't.
You see him reduced to tears before your eyes.
She's having a hard time speaking, but I won't go into the gory details of it, but she wanted us to help her. She said something about Lord Vialis, like killing everybody when he was conveniently out of the town.
Yes, it never made sense to any of us what happened. It was too convenient that he seemed to be out of town, and
Yeah, we're trying to find...
So angry that I wasn't there to protect her. And the remains of Sarah and the servants, they were interred in the public cemetery. But Lady Maria and her children, the 3 children, it was so sad what happened to the children. Sarah cared so deeply for the children. They didn't get interred here. Lord Vialis took their bodies with him.
Into the country somewhere.
Yes, it said that they were going to be interred near his new home so that he would never need to return to Waterdeep to visit them. It seems crazy to me since he still has business here.
No one's been able to tell us where he lives.
He relocated to Greenfast, but
Have you tried to go there?
I have not. I spent many a day searching for my vengeance as a warrior. I joined adventurers, and he points to his helmet, joined the Order of the Broken Horn, and searched for meaning in my lost love's life through battle. And then I returned home, and it still doesn't feel like there's any meaning left in my life without her.
Then help us to help her.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, like I said, we met her spirit. She said that she was killed by Lord Vialis, that he killed all of them. And she said she wanted us to try to help her. So we're trying to find him, make him, hold him responsible for what he did.
Well, the best I can tell you is where he is.
Which is Greenfast?
Niall?
Which is Greenfast. But I must say that at this point I have done all I can to try to help my love, and I must let the past fade and allow you to try to make up for what I have lost.
We will try to avenge her.
Okay.
How far is Greenfast from here?
Maybe a day's ride.
Cool.
Well,
Well, thank you for the info. We'll let you know if we, if we succeed, we'll definitely let you know.
You're very welcome.
do you have any other questions?
Can you give me any information about Lord Vialis that I might not already know?
He's a dangerous man.
I gather.
He's not to be trusted. In his final days around here, he changed. There was something off. Sarah definitely saw an evil in him, and I believed her. And with that, I must bid you adieu. I do appreciate you letting me know that you've seen Sarah. And knowing that she's at least in the afterlife brings me a little peace.
We will do everything we can to help her spirit rest.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll go.
We'll just leave.
So you're just gonna leave out the front door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a couple of options. We can sit and wait for this feral guy, or we can just head right on out and we can scope out the manor. Or manor, whatever it is.
What did I miss just now? Because that whole exchange, I wasn't present.
He gave us the location of Lord.
He confirmed the location
of Lord
for
Viles.
us.
Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody follow up on what the broken horn was? Because the helm on the mantle seemed to fit with that.
It sounds not particularly. It just sounds like it was probably an adventure.
It was something he wore when he was adventuring. Yeah,
Okay.
it was
He was part of the Order of the Broken Horn.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a chance that the helm was special or something like that.
To him, I'm sure it
Beyond
was.
his sentiment,
Metagaming John, there are a lot of different factions and things like that in the Forgotten Realms, and I don't bother
I
trying
have
to
a
keep
picture
track
of
of all
him.
of them.
This is him, by the way.
Oh,
Okay,
handsome devil.
cool.
That's Veckin?
That's Sir Veckin.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sir Veckin.
Sorry.
Sir Veckin. Sir Veckin. Sir Veckin.
So,
Cool.
I suppose you don't need to still be staring at Sarah.
So we
It's a pretty cool picture, though.
I'm inclined to go straight to the stores rather than deal with the elf and his heavies.
I got it too. Yeah.
Yeah, you said it was a day away.
I can go. We can go scope out
Or the guy
It's
Veckin.
2 days away.
2 days away. Okay.
Yeah, nothing. We've camped out before. Not a problem.
That's, I mean, we could.
Yeah, we'll probably just go straight to the source then.
Can we? If it's evening, is there an inn here? We stay the night and go in the morning. You think
There
it's
is an
better
inn
to go-
here.
There is an inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it'll probably benefit us to go there. That way, in 2 days, when Varl is here, there'll be
That is a good point.
there'll
To
be less
wait and
bodies.
go when he's here. That's a very good idea, my friend. So
And we should probably
Say-
also approach at night. I want to scope out the place. We can go and knock on the door in the day, but I want to take a look around beforehand first.
let's wait until it sounds like. How far out of town was this place?
2 days.
2 days. 2 days. So
And
So, yeah, we
this
would-
this
It's still like
feral
early
guy's going to be
afternoon.
here in 2 days.
It's
Later?
It's getting mid-afternoon at this point.
So actually,
The shoe girl took up a lot of your time.
actually,
if it's 2 days to get there, and he's gonna be here in 2 days, that means he's already on the road.
right?
So you might cross him.
We may want
path.
to,
Well, why don't
be
we
inconspicuous when we pass him and his heavies.
we could always just leave in the morning.
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
be very
Let's
inconspicuous
leave in the
riding my
morning.
elk,
If we were just travelers on the
toting
road,
bagpipes.
if
Adventure
we
parties are
don't
nothing new.
accost him, if we don't try to steal from him, she looks heavily.
Yes, mother.
It sounds like we're gonna stay the night and leave in the morning toward Green Fast.
It's totally up to you guys.
That's what it sounds like we're doing. Yes, leaving in the morning, Green
Leaving in
Fast.
the morning sounds good.
Okay, yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. So you easily find a small but comfortable inn. It's 1 silver a night for each of you. It's not exactly comfortable lodgings, but it's lodgings.
I'll sleep with the dog.
He says,
Silver, 1 silver. Okay.
Okay.
As you found out, unfortunately, earlier, there's no tavern, so there's no drinking. Unless you want to walk to the next town over.
All right.
But
Yeah, we can get
there's
by.
lodging.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay the night. Leave in the morning.
dumbass, glasses.
D&D Beyond isn't automatically converting my coin.
Said
Yeah, me
1 silver.
neither.
I'm sorry.
1 silver.
So I'm going to have to convert my own coin here. Remove a gold. Add 10 silver. Add 9 silver. There you go. Done. Okay.
Failed to remove coins.
Yeah, that's what I was just finding. It's not converting the gold back down to silver, so you have to pop a gold and then add 9 silver.
So you guys are leaving.
First thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Wasn't expecting you to do that. All
Never
right.
do.
So 100 silvers, right?
10.
10. Okay.
It's like a dime to a dollar.
Ignore Electrum, everybody does.
All right. So Greenfast is located a day's travel southeast
Okay.
of Waterdeep. You easily obtain directions to it's basically a small farming settlement. It's only a short distance off the tradeway. And it's a pretty prosperous community, unlike where were we? Waterdeep. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
When you arrive there, you do find that Lord Vialis is well known amongst this village. And anybody you talk to will describe him as a retired noble who's quiet.
Okay.
When you get to Greenfast, this is the basic layout of the village.
So, river runs through it.
That's a river.
Okay. And a couple bridges. Fair number of houses there.
So that little circular area above where it says Greenfast there, yep. That house is Lord Vialis' home.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to the north, right where John's finger is Farrell's house.
Okay.
And there's a little barn just to the north of that. No, down. Yeah, right there. There's a barn that's attached to that house.
Okay.
If you go over the bridge from Vialis' house, there is... Right
Bridge.
up from there, Kate, just a little north of where your finger just was.
Big house.
Right there, yeah. That is the mayor's house.
Mayor.
The L that's just over the bridge, the L-shaped house.
Yep.
That is the Bulging Cauldron, which is their tavern.
Cool.
And those are your main buildings.
Okay.
Is that
What
one
else is
closed to?
That one is open. The Bulging Tavern is open.
So, all readily available information.
All readily
for just-
available.
for anybody we talk to. Okay.
Bulging tavern.
Maybe we get...
So there are villagers on the street here. You can talk to people on the street. You can go kind of wherever you want. Just let me know where you want to go.
I want to scope out the house. You guys can go look at the talking to people. I
Time
just
of
want to
day?
have a quick look around the house.
What time of day is it?
It was a day's travel to get here, so it's already evening when you arrive.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
I'll ask somebody on the street. Hey, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I'm short.
He looks down at you.
I got a really big hammer, though.
Yes, I see that.
I was curious about
Shifty eyes.
about Lord Vialis. I've heard a lot of things about him.
Yes, Lord Vialis. He's a quiet person. Keeps to himself.
Yeah, he's from Waterdeep, I think. He traveled from there, I think.
Yes. It was a very sad tragedy that happened to his family 5 years ago.
Do you know much about that? I know that they died, but I don't really know much of the details.
Well, we don't really know much of the details either, except that it was a very big tragedy. And that he moved here with plans to rebuild one of our old towers on the edge of town. It's about an hour away from his private estate.
From his private estate that's here?
Yeah.
And what is the purpose of the tower?
We are not really sure what he had planned for the tower. But not much has happened to it, come to think of it, that we're aware of. It kind of still looks about the same as it did when he started the project.
Okay.
What does he do? Like send supplies out to the tower or something like that?
Well,
Building
the
materials?
renovations seem to be ongoing. His many workers living at the tower.
He's digging down.
Oh, he has workers living there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does he ever come out on the streets here? He says he's kind of quiet, keeps to himself?
He doesn't spend a ton of time out on the streets. He's either at the tower or at his home. You know, like I said, he's quiet. He keeps to himself. But I must go. I must get back to the wife and kids.
One last question.
Yes,
though.
yes.
Did you know of any fact to the rumor that his family is buried somewhere on his property? Is that true?
I know nothing of a grave site on this property.
Well, it was reported that he didn't bury his family in town where he used to live in Waterdeep, that he brought them here so that they would be close to him.
Well, that certainly makes sense. I would want my family close to me, too. But I know nothing about a gravesite on his homestead. Perhaps that's part of the plans at the tower.
Well, thank you.
Do you know
You're
if he
very
is
welcome.
home currently?
I have no idea. No
Okay.
idea, kind sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's
Scurries off.
check out the tower.
Yeah, I wonder if he's been building a catacomb of some kind.
Let me check out the house first. Let your skulldugger do some skullduggery.
All
I'll
right,
go inside.
I'm okay with that.
Let him
Agreed.
be.
We can just like walk around that area.
That way, at least people won't have to talk to him.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I go invisible.
So Sarah, is this on the map here? Is that like I think that this is like elevation, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like raised up a little bit, and then this is probably raised up a little bit. Like everything is just a little bit higher up, I think.
Yeah, it's like a farmstead, yes. And his house is like, there's a little path that goes to
Yeah,
the house
I see
itself, and there's like a little...
Okay, so John, you
Yeah.
want Riff to. You want us to like come along this little path here? If maybe.
Well, I'm invisible. I'm just going to fly up there and look around.
You
Oh, okay.
would not get too close if this is better ammo for a while.
Yeah, these
makes
are
sense.
walking paths, right?
Well, no,
All through here.
Yeah.
we can meet back up at the inn.
Yeah, let you do your thing and avoid arousing suspicion by lurking
course.
around ourselves. That's, Yeah.
Well, I wanna stay.
Are we dividing the party?
Oh, no!
Sometimes that's a good thing, right?
How about we go across the bridge and we hang out in this little area right here, and then you go scout and then come back. How about that?
And act like we're fishing at the river? Or on the...
There's a big stand of trees right here. We can just kind of hang out behind there.
Hanging on the dock.
You guys do what you do. Okay, we can meet there, sure.
Just act like I'm relaxing on the creek bank, by the way.
So most
you relax?
of us are going to hang out behind this big stand of trees and,
Syndra?
and let him.
Yeah.
But lest you judge wrong, Syndra
gonna
is
come across
all
here
about
and-
getting in on the prankery
and
with you,
this
but she
house,
thinks stealing is wrong.
There is actually his house.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So he's gonna
She's
go
used cantrips to
scout
help
for
you
me.
before.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
So, okay, so
you're invisible.
So I turned myself invisible, got an hour on that. And yeah, basically just going to do a quick peek at the buildings at the outside, peek in the windows, just kind of see if there's anything interesting about them.
Okay.
Then head up to the house itself.
Okay.
Do kind of a quick check for wards, look in the windows, see if anything looks anything that's kind of suspicious, that kind of thing. That I can
Okay.
see from the outside at first.
So you don't get a feel for any kind of magical wards, but you can see in the windows. It doesn't seem like anybody's really been spending a lot of time here. It almost feels like the house is kind of abandoned.
So it doesn't look like anybody's home, huh?
Yeah, the kitchen looks like it's maybe had some use recently, but the main room maybe, but there's no real things of any importance or value.
Okay. But I'm going to test the front door.
It's locked.
Not for long.
Here goes Johnning. Sarah's like, oh my god, John.
Dexterity check.
Yep. Dexterity check with proficiency because I
Using
have...
your thieves'
'cause I'm
tools?
using my thieves' tools. Yep.
Okay.
That gives me 21.
Pops right open.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and sneak in there.
All right.
Do I need to make a stealth check or anything for anybody there? I don't know.
There is no one home.
There's no one home.
No one home.
Okay, then I'm going to perceptify the area.
Okay, so you look around and you pretty much see exactly what you saw from outside. It seems like the house was once well lived in, but doesn't look like anybody's spent much time here over the last year or so, from your judgment. Like I said, it's mostly abandoned. It does look like maybe someone did some cooking and some hanging out and eating, but there's nothing of value.
No weird footprints in the dust leading to secrets.
No weird footprints leading to anything
to
secret.
trapdoors or anything.
Nothing to indicate anything important going on here at all.
Okay, which is itself important. So. Okay, well, I will then. And you said there's nothing of value, too?
Nothing of value.
She did.
Darn. Okay.
The place holds nothing of importance or value.
No, I get you.
Directly from the module.
Or get yourself in trouble.
Feel free to ad-lib something in there.
No. Just because it's you.
Okay, well, I will head back out the same way I can and relock the door.
All right.
And rejoin the party.
Report back to your party.
Report back to the party. So,
All right.
well, I get the place a good, good look around, and it looks like nobody's been there for quite a long time. Maybe somebody going in to relax for a little bit, but basically nobody really lives there.
So it seems like the tower is probably the place where we need to go.
Yeah, they said he's there sometime or a lot of time during the day. So, well, let's go there.
Well, it's getting
late
Yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah, let's get a room.
Probably stay at the
get a room.
inn and then go check it out tomorrow.
What was the name of the
The bulging cauldron.
It bulges
Bulging.
like my pants,
Bulging.
my big hammer.
Sigh.
Kai's been really quiet. Sorry, Finn.
Kai's waiting
Kai's brother.
for faces to punch.
I've just been absorbing everything.
Okay, we're gonna spend the night at the bulging
Cauldron.
cauldron.
You're gonna go to the bulging cauldron?
Yes.
And drink a little.
All right. Well,
And listen.
Drinking.
you walk into the bulging cauldron, and the tavern has a quite warm, homey feel to it, and there's lots of locals there because it is the end of the workday. Okay. Travelers do stop in more rarely, but the proprietor's name is Old Fargo. Right? And he is more than happy to serve you if you'd like to have some food and drink before you go about your sleeping. Do you want to do that, or do you want to go right to bed?
Hungry.
I want some ale.
Good, yeah.
Ale.
All right.
Is there a stage anywhere?
Play for our dinner.
In his regaling, Finn asks if anyone has seen the good Lord around.
While Fargo approaches with his old flannel shirt and riding hat. Says, "Aye, Lord Vialis. No, he doesn't often regale us with his presence at the old tavern. I think he has other things on his mind, but we are happy to have your presence here."
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, you're rather welcome, kind sir. And as I mentioned, you don't look like you're from town.
We are
do
not.
have 2 spare rooms on the 2nd floor if you're looking to rent out for the day or 10 day.
Yes, we are mighty adventurers. Give me more ale.
Aye, sir. More ale for the party. Coming right up. You, sir, look like you have tales to tell.
Oh, I do.
I can show you right to the stage. It is over here. He points to the stage. Lord Vialis, though, huh? We have some differing opinions around town about this guy.
You don't say. What's that?
I do say. But first, can you regale us with a tune?
Go get him, Neil Rock.
Rock out, man.
Let
Rock
me
out.
bust these out.
Take out the bagpipes.
I continue with more. I don't want
And everyone's
to subject our audience to more of that.
they're hooping and hollering.
Like this, but really awesome.
Probably.
It's just like this, but much better.
Yes.
Maybe I just say I'm playing the bagpipes next time.
Why, may I ask, do you ask about Lord Vialis?
We just have some
He seems kind of
business.
suspicious.
We have some business with him from long ago.
Business with him?
Yes.
I don't know about his business associates. What type of business are we talking
Well,
about?
that is for me to say for him.
Oh, I see. Well then, perhaps I should leave you to your ale.
Are you sure there's no
I mean, if your worry is that we are friends of his, there's a difference between business and friendship, and friends we are not.
Well, it's well known around these parts that his business associates are not exactly people you want to get involved
No,
with,
we
if you
have
know what I
nothing,
mean.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that Pharaoh guy, we don't like him.
Oh,
we-
yeah. Okay.
we-
So we
Heard
chose
about
to
him.
visit town.
Heard about him or met him?
Heard about
Heard.
him.
Okay.
We chose to come when we knew he would probably not be here.
Oh, I see.
And when I say that we have business with him, I do not mean that we are his business partners. I just mean we have business with him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Do it up, Greg.
Rolling the big one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good roll.
The best Greg's dice probably rolled since.
15.
Okay, cool. Okay, sir. The way you said it at first made me wary.
I do
You
apologize
see-
for that.
I don't trust this man as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw very far. This man seems to be a collector of sorts, a collector of sycophants.
Really?
Psychopaths?
He uses wealth to try and impress people, and you see, my young son, young Fargo. The young ones are so easy to influence. He fell into that circle about a month ago, I'd say. Old Fargo, talking about himself in third person. Old Fargo here, I haven't seen him since then. I know that Vialis and his followers are said to be building this estate away from the building at the old tower, but nothing really looks like it's happening there, and young Fargo hasn't come home in so long. I'm just so worried about what they've done with him.
You say he went to the tower?
Yes,
How long
fell
ago
into
was that?
relations with Vialis's sickos.
How long ago was that?
About a month ago.
Haven't seen him since?
Haven't seen him since.
Why do you say sickos?
Sycophants.
Sorry. $5 word.
Those are the people loyal to him. Blindly loyal, perhaps.
Very blindly loyal to
Yes.
him. It's like they're possessed.
Dun dun dun.
Well, we are mighty adventurers, and maybe we'll go check out this tower for you. See if your son's there.
Your hammer's certainly mighty. But I would definitely appreciate you looking for my son.
Give me another ale.
That is the
Ales
least.
for everyone!
I know.
That is the least we can do for such hospitality.
What are your suspicions about Lord Vialis, I might ask?
Well, his family and his servants were all killed, and he was out of town. I make air quotes.
We don't
out of
believe that
town.
he was out of town.
We think that he may be responsible.
Oh. Yes, that dark business. The Yellowcrest family.
Yes, exactly. Yellowcrest.
Makes me fear for my son even more. I beg you, bring my son back.
We will.
If he's there, we'll try to get him.
If he's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything
Hopefully
else?
it will have a good end.
Is there anything else you can tell us about the rest of the people serving him at the tower? What to expect? How many? Capabilities?
I have no idea. All I know is it seems that people disappear from the roads lately. More and more travelers stop coming to our town. And it all started about the time that tower started getting work done.
That's not good for business.
Very bad for business. And if it's bad for business, it is bad for old Fargo.
Well, we're going to head there in the morning.
That sounds good. You may want to check out Farrell's place while he's out of town, too.
That's a good
Not a bad idea.
suggestion.
We may do that on our way.
Sure, we can do that.
I can do that tonight.
I don't trust that elf as far as I can throw him either. He's a little lighter. He might fall farther. He gives
I forget I'm
he
performing.
gives Rage such a hard slap on the back that he nearly falls over.
Ow, yeah.
Roll an athletic check.
To keep from toppling over.
And he goes back to the bar unless you have any other questions.
I go back to drinking.
Yeah, we're just revealing fun.
Do you want
I got one more invisibility.
go
for tonight.
scouting
I can
again?
Go check out that place, sir.
Do you need us to come in?
It's pretty late at night at this point. You guys have just spent like 2 hours drinking.
Okay, perfect.
Falling off the chair.
Nobody else on the road.
Falling unconscious.
How about we check it out in the morning?
No, check it out
You're
now.
gonna go to bed.
It's all right. That's okay. It is. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys head up for the night.
Yep.
Hi.
Yep.
It's pretty tight quarters, but you make it work.
Cool.
I don't have any problem with that.
Friendlier Farrell than Waterdeep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's definitely less tight quarters than in Waterdeep.
More homely. Yeah.
And there's a barn out back for the elk.
How did he do with his performance?
Oh, you earned 20 gold from the crowd.
Hey, good job.
Bruh's a rock star.
2/5 of the healing potion.
Awesome. So I think that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
I think it's a good place.
Sounds great.
All right.
Yeah, that was really
Cool.
fun. Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
Do we get a long rest?
Yes, you get a long rest. You didn't even fight anything,
I did use a spell slot.
much to my chagrin.
No, actually,
You were hoping
no,
we'd pick a fight with.
Yeah, you were supposed to get into a fight in Waterdeep, but that's okay.
I dodged it.
You can still get into that fight.
Oh, we will get into all the troubles.
That's okay.
The trouble with tribbles.
That's okay. This is one of those things where when DMs talk about the players going in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Now you've experienced it.
Yeah.
And we'll go this way.
And you guys.
Okay, cool. So with that, why don't we say goodnight to the listeners?
Good night.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.